Hello, welcome to Homorazzi. We are clearly into summer now. Tommy's wearing a tank top today.
I've got an actual tan.
It's actually really hot today, actually.
It's boiling, especially in the studio.
Yeah, and Adam just showed up with like 5 bags.
5 bags. I'm moving into
And 2 of them under his eyes.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I had a excellent weekend in Seattle. Shocker. There was a huge softball tournament, gay softball tournament, and we won.
Oh, did you?
Did you really?
Yeah, I mean...
Shut up!
No,
I don't believe that for
we
a
are
moment.
lower D, so the absolute...
Oh, so you're like the best of the worst.
Of the worst.
Of
Yes,
the
because
worst.
there's 2 worst, and we
Okay.
were the worst of the worst. But we're the best.
Okay.
It was great. You got to go up stage and got a trophy, and everyone was cheering. It was actually quite cute. There was 70 teams at this thing.
Really?
So it was huge.
So in the like number of 70, where would you guys fall?
So there was like...
1 being the like absolute best and 70 being the absolute worst.
There were 20 teams in our lower division, essentially, and we were the top of them.
So you're minimum 50.
Yeah, no, look, we're literally 50.
Okay.
Every team would have destroyed us in
Okay.
every other... Yeah, the differences in the leagues are huge, so... But it was a blast.
Okay, good.
Good, and you, Tommy?
I have been traveling like crazy. So I went to Toronto for World Pride, which was really fun. We are so famous in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
I love people in Toronto. So I go there and I was like, oh, I just want to see if people, I always wondered if people watch the show,
Yeah.
right? And then when you get there, right away, like within the first half an hour of me going onto the street, hey, we know you're from the show, where are Patrick and Adam? I'm like, they didn't come.
They knew my name?
Yes.
Okay, I usually get Where's Tommy or the big girl with the beard, so...
And then my favorite though, like a bunch of drag queens came out in the middle of the night. Not in the middle of the night, but like when we were out, I saw them. And then, but my favorite was we were at Woody's. It was Saturday afternoon. I was drinking beer, and then like these 5 like queens were like, kind of pointing at me. I'm like, hi. And they're like, are you Tommy? I'm like, yeah, come and talk to me.
Tommy.
So I'm talking to them. I'm like, where are you guys from? I'm like, Philly. I'm like, oh, so you don't even get the show? And they're like, what show? We know you from your RuPaul's Drag Race reviews. I'm like, you recognize me from a picture this big.
Yeah.
So it was super fun. And then I went to the Stampede and I went to see Shania Twain and I'm dying and now I'm just ready for Vancouver.
Well, I've just been focusing on moving, which is really boring. But I will say, with you saying about people watching our show, reminded me that I was checking Twitter the other day, and Jan Arden posted something a while back saying that she was putting on her makeup and gonna go grocery shopping, and that she was watching our show. So
Yeah.
that's really
Jan
cool.
Arden!
That's
So
hilarious.
thank you for
what
that.
was it like? These boys for Homorazzi
Are so
hilarious.
funny or
Yeah.
something like that. And
That's
then
awesome.
she followed me.
Me too.
I don't use Twitter.
All right, well, let's get on to today's topics. And first up, we have Solange. We'll go back to the whole Beyonce thing, but there's an update with that story.
So she talked to Lucky Magazine, I believe
Yeah.
it was, and she addressed, I don't know, what magazine?
Lucky who?
And so she
It's a girls'
addressed,
magazine.
she addressed the whole situation, kinda.
Skirted.
She like said something like, oh, me and my family are okay now, and whatever happened, happened. Like, why did you kick him?
I know.
Why did you
Everyone
out of
wants to
him?
know.
I want to know why. What happened?
With the lack of stuff they're putting out, I now fully believe that this was not supposed to be leaked. Like at first I thought maybe publicity, then I'm like,
Completely.
they want this gone, and they will not speak about it, and people are tight-lipped.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the big rumor is that it was because Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Even on one of their On the Run tour stops, she changed the lyrics of her songs, and it made it sound like it was towards him that he cheated on her. I don't know. I mean, we all know
people
how
look for that kind of stuff,
People
though,
look for
yeah.
that kind of stuff, but we also all know how shady Beyonce is, like with that whole Walmart Target thing. You remember
yeah.
that? Like, she's pretty shady, so she seems like she would do that. But I want to know why she beat the out of
I don't think we
Jay-Z.
ever will.
We will never find out.
as long as Beyonce walks on this earth, we will never.
We will never find out.
All right, and the last item for gossip, we're going to talk about some of the actresses that are rumored to maybe play Dolly Parton in a biopic that's coming out.
Yeah, so there's a lot of biopics coming out. There's like the Aaliyah biopic, which sadly got canceled,
Yeah.
and then like the Saved by the Bell movie and all this, which you're so into.
I want to see this.
Well, now the big news is Dolly Parton's biopic and how she's writing a story for musical theater, and then she wants to write one for the movies. And so there's 6 actresses that have kind of been like,
Thrown out there.
yeah, thrown out there to play her. I'm gonna read the list. So it's Miley Cyrus, who is Dolly Parton's goddaughter.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence, Blake Lively, Jessica Simpson, Scarlett Johansson, and Hayden Panettiere. My personal favorite is Hayden Panettiere.
Of course, it's Hayden. You're goddamn Nashville.
I don't
Crush
like
for
any of
her.
those choices.
No?
Really?
No, I actually heard another rumor, and I think that this person would be better than that. It's Kristen Chenoweth.
Kristen Chenoweth is 100.
Did we say the name of the girl from Smash? Is she on this list? Because I heard her name was thrown out there as well.
Oh,
Come
really?
on.
Megan Hilty?
I think she would be
Oh,
good.
that's a good one.
She got them things.
I just
for
don't.
it, so.
I couldn't buy any of those people as her.
Well, you almost can't buy anybody as Dolly because Dolly is not even a real person herself. She's like, well, do you know what I mean? She's such a
Caricature of
caricature
herself,
of a
yes.
person
Yeah.
that you almost need to like build a robot or cast a no-name person.
So what's her story? Like, I don't need to hear it, but is she like poor and now look at her? Or she was like beat
Probably.
up?
I
Okay,
mean, who
the
knows? She's
country-
Dolly Parton. We love her.
All right, that's all we have for gossip. When we come back, we're going to move on to music. Welcome back. We're moving on to music now. And first up, we have a little bit of a Destiny's Child reunion, and the song is called Say Yes. Take a look.
When Jesus say yes, nobody can say no. 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 When Jesus say yes, nobody can say no.
First of all,
it's
say
not-
no.
That was fast.
So yeah, so it's not Destiny's Child, but it's Michelle Williams in her gospel music,
Michelle.
and
Poor Michelle.
Poor Michelle. Hashtag
Michelle.
poor Michelle.
This song is really dumb.
You know what? I actually like the beat of the
I am
song,
not
but the
surprised.
lyrics are
Classic
no, but
Patrick.
only Donna.
I actually like this one.
no, I like the song, but then I don't like the lyrics, and no one's gonna play that song
It's
at a
just,
bar or
it's
anything.
like, she can't make it in pop music. So this is so desperate of her to try to make it somewhere. And it's just like so Jesus-y that it makes me very uncomfortable.
Which will probably sell too to that Christian rock cloud. That's
Well,
like
she has
money.
over 5 million hits, like, which surprise. See, I did
Doing
Georgia.
my hits,
That's,
YouTube hits.
That's actually the first thing I did when I saw the video. I was like, how much? 5 million. I'm like, that's the most she's probably ever gotten. I mean, I'm sure it has a lot to do with Beyonce
Oh, of course.
and the other one, Kelly, being in it. The other one. I'm just really uncomfortable when I heard. Like, I was really uncomfortable. It was giving me a little too much Mother Africa, like not Jesus. I was not.
Why do you
into
think
it.
the other two did it? Like they owed her a favor?
Probably
Or something?
she's like, girl, like,
this is
well,
that.
I mean, you don't want to be in rumors later on where it's like Beyonce had said no, and people are gonna ask about it. Like if Kelly said yes and Beyonce didn't, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
They both got guilted in by Jesus. Jesus requests.
Jesus, say
you do
yes.
this. Yes.
Oh, it was just really, really
Yeah.
bad.
All right, well, let's go on to another one that I think you'll like, and it's the latest from Demi Lovato. Take a look.
I never want you back into my life. You can take your words and all your lies. I really don't care. Even if the stars and moon collide, I never want you back into my life. You can take your words and all your lies. I really don't care.
So this is called Really Don't Care, and they filmed it at Pride.
LA
in
Pride,
LA.
when she was the Grand Marshal, and this is essentially the Pride song of this year, as
It
far as I know.
has to
It's not
be.
the summer song, but
No.
it's the Pride song.
Would you say that just because she filmed it at a Pride?
No, it's because we really don't care.
And it's so gay friendly.
It's
I mean,
so
aside from
gay.
what's going
Like-
on, it's
And Demi Lovato lately has just been really, really on top of it with her fans, and the gays really love her, and she's so good. And like, we love a chubby girl, like, and she's wearing a
she is mannish in this thing.
Well, she's not mannish. She's a little bit chubby, but she has an eating disorder. God, be nice.
She's over the eating disorder. I thought she was on cutting now.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
that was way before the eating disorder.
Oh, she's so complicated.
I know, but she really doesn't care, so it
No,
doesn't
she
matter.
does not.
The song is great. The video is fun, except for the part where Perez Hilton made a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna ask if that was him.
It was him. Every single time I see him, I lose a little bit of respect for people who put him in things because he's such a
I'm sure he just like showed up, like, hey, can I be in this? And what are they gonna
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
He's got nothing better to do. The only thing I'm annoyed with is there was no one cute in this video. Like this Pride looks like the ugliest Pride I've ever
Well,
seen.
that's not true, okay? That's not true. This Pride actually looks like so much more of a genuine Pride that I would much rather be at.
Genuine Pride.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, you know, the bodies and the pretty people are great, but they're all so cookie cutter. And when you're in a room full of uglier people, I look better.
That's where
Also,
it
there
is.
weren't very many close-ups anyway. It was all
There was
more-
that dick close up for a hot minute, that gold spandex, but
Into it.
yeah, you would be.
All right, and lastly, let's move on to the next song, and it's another great summer song. It's from Ariana Grande called Break Free.
This is the part when I say I don't want it. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part when I break free, 'cause I can't resist it no more. This is the part when I say I don't want it. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part when I break
This girl is everything.
Hold up!
Remember when she did that AMA performance and I was like, I really hope this girl blows up. She has a talent. She's been around for a while. Well, something's happening. Like,
for
it is
sure.
going in her favor. She had that song with Iggy, and now she has this song, and this song is so good. Remember we talked about Icona Pop, and I said, oh, they're trying to release a summer song. It's too late. This one is coming in now, and this one
actually
could
good
take
timing,
it.
yeah.
This one could totally take it, and I love this girl. I think she's so great. I love her so much. She can do absolutely no wrong, and yeah.
You know what's funny? A while back we talked about when it was White Party, I think, and we were talking about like the artists that go there, and she was actually the one of the.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, and she was one of the artists this year. And
She was the one that goes in because you get the gays, and then you get the girls, and then you get everybody else, right?
And speaking of the gays, her brother's gay, and he's actually on,
On Big Brother.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's the one who's like not telling people that that's who he is.
No. Oh yeah.
He's lying about.
He's
being
lying
Oh
about-
yeah, he is, and it actually is. It's not a factor at all. Like it's probably a smart decision not
Nobody
to bring
knows
that up.
Ariana Grande
But
is
he's
his
also
brother.
doing really well, and so he's probably gonna make it really far.
Is he
Everyone likes
super
him.
gay? I've heard he's like.
Yeah,
He's super gay, but he's
super
very
gay.
likable, and it's,
Okay.
He sounds like someone I would probably want to
He actually has a showmance with a straight guy on the show. The guy's like, I don't know, I'm straight, but I like love this guy, and I.
Are we in, we're in Big Brother season, aren't we?
We are.
He is talking about it on our threads, and I cannot deal with it.
Whatever.
Next.
And I will say that I caved and I signed up for the live feeds because of that whole situation that's going on.
The showmance.
Yes, it's very interesting.
Get a job.
I do have a job.
Get a boyfriend.
This coming from you, have you ever had one? Anyway, let's move on to movies. First up, we have the trailer for The Sex Tape.
Hello, and welcome to an evening with Annie and Jay. Hello, and welcome to an evening with Annie and welcome to an evening.
Honey, did I just hear? Is that our?
You know the cloud?
So instead of erasing the video like you said that you would, our sex tape ended up syncing to all the iPads we gave out as gifts.
Technically, yes.
My mom,
Robbie
my boss.
and the mailman.
I don't know. Like Cameron Diaz looks hot. I'll give her
Does
that.
she?
Yes, she
Does
does.
she, though?
She's
Oh,
like
she does.
80. Jason Segel looks terrible as per usual.
I mean, I feel like I've seen this
Yeah.
trailer. I feel like I've seen this movie. I feel like this is that movie with what's her nuts, Elizabeth Banks, mixed with a little bit
Oh,
of Friends with Benefits,
yeah.
mixed with this other thing, and they just kind
A
of like,
walk of shame or whatever.
yeah,
it
and they
is.
spit this one out, and you're like, well,
I mean, the joke about the cloud, which is funny because no one does get what
that's
it
true.
is.
That's why I like this. I was like, oh yeah, what the?
But I've seen that joke on other shows.
Everything
too, yeah.
uses it. It's like the trending joke right now.
Yeah.
It's trending on the cloud.
Trending.
It doesn't look interesting. It's them yelling at people about stopping in our penis every 20 seconds. So
Yeah.
I'm not watching this.
I'm
No.
not even gonna watch this on rental.
I'm not even gonna watch this on TBS.
All right, well, you're good on that. So let's move on to the next one, and that is the trailer for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Caesar, you have to go. Go. Where? Apes! Together! Strong!
War, it's not what you want. There must be another way.
War has already begun.
I'm not doing this either. These are like the remakes of the old ones, right? And I don't even know if they're following it per scene to scene. It just looks like
The first one was really good though. Like
Was
the
it?
last one, I really liked it.
with like what's his
James
face?
Franco.
Oh, I hated him in it.
I liked it. I didn't hate it, but I have no desire to see this movie.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
It's just like warring apes and like
and
ape diseases.
people and
CGI.
machine guns.
Carrie
and-
Russell's in it. That's kind of cute. And she plays with a little monkey at some point, and that was adorable. But otherwise,
Okay, Felicity.
what? You didn't love Felicity?
No, I did.
Okay. And she's got her hair back now, so
Oh,
it's
good. Remember
yeah.
she cut the hair and the
And
show got
everyone in the
canceled?
show-
No.
No, this one looks. I mean, who cares about these things? Like 50-year-old people were around when this came out. So
Yeah.
it'll probably do well because it's some huge
It will.
thing, but-
It's like the Transformers thing. Like it's big budget. You know.
What, the 16% on Rotten Tomatoes and like 80 million in the box or something.
Yeah.
So
All right, next up is a movie called Boyhood, which actually took 12 years to film. Take a look.
Hey, stop! Put the barrier up!
don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be the big bad
So this is very cool.
Yeah.
This guy probably paid a lot of money and made a lot, and the people in this probably made a lot of money because it took 12 years to film. 12 years!
But what are you filming, like 1 month every year or something like that?
But then you also have to wonder, the technology advancements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to make it look okay? I mean,
Before I actually realized that this was filmed over 12 years, I was like, wow, they got this actor to, that really looks
That's
like
what I thought. I was like, oh my God, they must have had a really good casting call.
Yeah.
I will absolutely 100% go and see because I'm so interested to see what it turned out to be.
I think the ratings are a little they're kind of pushing drama where it doesn't need to be, and it's needlessly over this and over that. But I think they're just being harsh critics on it because they're expecting a lot out of it. It should be good. It's a really interesting concept.
It's a totally interesting concept.
I'd like to see
Can you imagine being friends with that kid and he's like, yeah, I'm working on this movie, and they're like, yeah, sure you are. You said that 5 years
You
ago.
said that 7 years
Let's
ago.
see that one come out.
And that's all we have for movies. When we come back, we're going to move on to TV.
Oh my God. It's every passenger.
They're all dead. No signs of trauma.
What is this?
I have seen this disease before. All the passengers dead and alive.
Welcome back. That was just the trailer for The Strain, which I think Adam caught in Seattle this weekend.
Whoa! Whoa!
Based on the sound of his voice, nothing like that.
Was really double on.
Are we gonna like that one?
I am
The last 10 seconds of this.
Anyway.
I am very uncomfortable right now.
I have been in town for 3 minutes, and you have been just clocking me since
like
I
it.
walked in this door.
That was intense.
Holy.
We need to talk about the show.
Adam, tell us a little bit about the show.
So, I can't even pronounce his name. Guillermo
Del Toro.
Oh, yes, he makes amazing movies.
Yeah.
So obviously this is a TV show, but watching it, it does look like a film. And I don't quite understand. Is it like a zombie type thing?
It looks like little wormies that want to attack you.
It's a movie about
Oh no,
worms.
not the little wormies.
No, but so the whole premise is something on a plane,
Yeah.
and then they get contaminated.
The strain.
The strain, and then everyone dies, and then they come on with hazmat suits on the plane, and then people are alive, and then now everyone's infected. It's very boring.
Kind of seems like similar to The Faculty to me. Where they're
That's
like,
exactly what I thought.
With Famke Janssen. right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Josh Hartnett when he was
Yeah.
really attractive.
Yeah.
No, I kind of feel like a lot of these kinds of movies are coming out,
Yes.
and it's like the world's way of preparing us.
No, I love all of these. I watch all of them, and this has got
Really?
such a
I feel
strong
like you
person
watch
behind
one,
it.
you've seen them all.
No, I like the little difference in the wormies are going to be the new one of this. So I can't wait to see the wormies.
You know, I'll watch it too.
I will
good.
not.
No.
All right, next up is a show called You're the Worst, which I can often be heard saying to Adam a lot.
Cute, huh? You wanna watch a little TV first?
Where's the TV?
I watch on my computer.
What do you mean you watch on your computer?
You're so old.
What is that?
Oh, it's my neighbor, Ladon. Put it down, whore! I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not even attracted to you.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. This is Jimmy. He's a guy I'm sleeping with.
They're together?
You and Gretchen are poison people. This is gonna end so badly.
I know, right?
Sorry, that was the last one.
That's the last one. Yeah, we'll see.
And when this was on the list, I was like, oh god, I know exactly.
But I literally do say that to him.
Well, the one part when they're like, oh my God, they're dating, they are poison people. I'm like, that I believe people have said about me before.
So this is two people who just sleep together but have no connection, and I am into it.
Okay.
Yep, I'm into it.
This one was weird. I like that there's some random British character who's playing in an American television show.
And extremely attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like normal attractive, like not crazy ripped or anything. He's just a cute
he's
blonde
very
guy.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like weird types. I don't know your types. Your types are just normal people.
Yeah.
Who likes normal people?
I do.
Oh God, you're so weird. It looks funny. The humor's good. The jokes that they have with their friends, and I like that they're terrible people. I don't want to see a show with everyone.
My
who's
favorite
nice.
is like, I'm not even attracted to you. What does that matter?
While they're
How many
fucking.
times has that happened
Yeah.
to you? Quite a few.
I usually don't say it, but it
Yeah,
happens.
but you think about it, you're like, oh god, this is not cute, but whatever. It's time to finish.
It happens a lot.
What? 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 What?
You're
What? You're
right.
not gonna own up to it? It happens all the
It happens a
time.
lot. Okay.
Jesus.
Move along. I'm sounding like a slut.
Okay, last up is a new show on CBS called Extant.
You're pregnant.
But that's not possible. You can't put this in the report. I just got home to my family.
I love you.
I think I need to flip.
Let me see. Yeah.
The goal of the Humanics Project is to bring humanity to the machine. Ladies and gentlemen, my son, Ethan,
Do you have an emergency plan for their shutdown?
to kill them.
Yes.
How dare you ask me, do I have a contingency plan to murder my son?
So this is the big one that's coming out. This is Halle Berry. This is Steven Spielberg,
Yeah.
right? This is getting so much buzz and so much hype. I really hope it's good.
Yeah, it's interesting Halle Berry moving on to TV because she's
Yeah.
usually always movies.
And it's the guy from like the handsome, I don't know, Yugoslavian doctor from
He's
ER or
Croatian.
whatever. Oh,
His
there
name is
it
Goran
is.
Vishnić. Thank you.
Do you know him?
My mother does actually.
Shut up.
She does.
He's
Yeah.
really hot.
He's
So
really attractive.
we were talking just before we started filming, and you guys were saying what it was like Sandra Bullock coming back.
Oh, I was like, oh, it's
Gravity.
It's Gravity
With Halle Berry.
a black girl. That's all.
and a baby.
And a baby. So yeah, she goes up to space for 12 months on her own and somehow comes back pregnant. She like meets an alien or something up there, and then her husband
hit
back
it
home
off.
has a robot baby. It's very complicated. There's a lot going on. There's a conspiracy waiting for her when she gets home. It's very odd.
So is this a beginning and end series? Like is this a
is this a summer
miniseries?
show or is
I don't
this-
know. I'm bad about. I don't. You know how I don't like reading about things because it'll ruin it and it'll
Yeah.
tell me stuff. So it probably would because I can't imagine she can just go on the rest of her life doing
Yeah.
TV. Hallie's got to do.
Yeah, but you know what? Don't turn your nose up at TV. Like everything is kind of happening on TV right now,
Yeah.
and I'm really excited to see this. I really hope it's good. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have for TV. We're going to move on to gay news, which is actually the first topic has to do with TV, and that is a few of our friends are on The Amazing Race, Rob and Ryan. And let's take a look at this season coming up.
Ryan and Rob, bartenders from Vancouver.
We've worked together 3 years. We have a great chemistry together.
We get along. If we can handle belligerent drunk people at 3 in the morning, we can handle the Amazing Race Canada, no problem.
I think other teams will look at us as a potential threat. We're in really good shape. We're an all-guy team. We're gonna bring our A game.
Come on, show us. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding.
He is going to get so many followers. I am so jealous.
You know what? I'm really happy for him because he
Oh,
works
I
so
am so
hard.
happy.
He's been putting himself out there for
hardest
so
Yeah.
long, and that this is going to be really, really good for like getting his name out there.
Yeah,
and-
still jealous. Still so jealous.
I guarantee you he's going to pop his shirt off within the first 10 minutes
Yeah.
of that show, and Rob following close behind.
Yeah.
Well, they're actually getting a lot of praise for how diverse their cast is this season because there's the two gay coworkers.
Yeah.
There's a gay couple, both both a lesbian and gay, and so yeah, it's just an awesome cast. And
Good.
Yeah, it looks way better than last season. All right, and lastly, let's talk a little bit about Vancouver Pride, which is coming up soon.
Pride Month, like official Pride Month is June, and that finished. But now we're into July, and now it's our turn. It's Vancouver's turn for Pride. So we have tons of stuff going on. Well, let's be real. I've got tons of stuff going on.
Tell them when
and
Pride
that's
is.
all I'm going to talk about.
Not everyone knows.
July 31st,
There you go.
August 1st, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're done. So we got 5 days of it, and that's when it starts. We got a lot of Drag Race girls coming in. Out TV and myself, we're doing the Battle of the Seasons with Bianca and Adore and Darian and Courtney and blah, blah, blah.
That's on the Saturday?
That's on the Saturday. So
That I'm going to.
yeah, of course you will. Not like you pay to go anyway. Thanks for the support.
That's on record. Okay, I'm not paying for this one. There you go.
So you can get tickets, TFT Presents and Celebrities Nightclub and all that stuff, and support your local bars and your local promoters and
Tip your bartenders.
tip your bartenders.
And your drag queens.
And your drag queens. No, they make enough.
Oh, fine. We are looking forward to, we're going to go to all of it, but the pool party is kind of our favorite one. Pool party. The boat party.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Cruisy Tees.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's really fun.
cruisytea.com. Those are great too. Yeah,
And
we
it
love
is.
that.
Our close friend Adam Dreddy is the DJ, and last year, was it Backstreet Boys? No,
Yes.
it was the song.
Yeah, it was Backstreet
It was
Boys.
Backstreat Boys, and it was like
I Want It That Way, and it was a
the
remix
song.
version of that, and everyone was singing. And
No one had heard it, or like we had
That
it, and they
version,
just blasted it, and it was rocking that boat, and it was so good. And we were hanging out with him, and he's like desperately trying to find that one secret song that's gonna
Yeah.
pull it back, like some '90s. Everyone knows the words. Everyone hasn't heard it in like 20
Mariah
years.
Carey.
We threw out a lot of good ones, so
Yeah.
we'll see what it comes up to be.
Perfect.
All right, well, that's all we have for today's show, and we will see you guys next time.
Delayed reaction.
I gotta switch it up. It's gotta be a bit more dramatic now.
You did it that one time. You didn't do it right.
What?
Yes,
I think that
yes,
one
there
time
was
you
one
did
time where you did.
Yeah, because you guys were fighting and I was scared to say anything.
Oh yeah, you were quiet. Well, end of the show.
We should have been fighting today. Straight.
You're slow coming back from.
That was pretty intense.